Sales forecasting is a nightmare. Let's face it. It's really hard to do. Matter of fact, in a recent survey that I worked on, 75% of companies changed their revenue goals during the pandemic. Now, if you're actively changing your goals, how well can you trust your forecast? You can't. You're pretty much making a guess. And that's one of the things that came to mind when I was talking to Gerhard about speaking at Sales 3.0's upcoming conference, was what a nightmare forecasting was. And it took me back to a stage in my life where I actually thought I wanted to be a weatherman, believe it or not, until I actually got to go into the television studio and find out how little data they had to work with. The inability to actually tell, and really it was safer to simply walk outside, lick your finger, hold it in the air, and make your best guess. And I bet you a lot of people, that's what their sales forecast looks like. So here's what happens. 29% of companies are still just doing things the way they've always done. Now, why would they do that in this modern era when you have more technology, more data, more analytics available to you? Why are 24% just using their gut? I think this is going to be a good quarter. We're going to bring in these deals. Less than a third of companies are leveraging any sort of data analytics. And that is just sad. There are so much better ways to do this. I mean, it'd be like if you got rid of, say, Salesforce CRM or HubSpot or Oracle or Microsoft Dynamics and went back to a chalkboard in the room with stars, like this old Abbott and Costello movie from the 1930s, where you just put up how many deals you've closed that day. That's not a leaderboard. That's a chalkboard. And a forecast isn't your gut. And if you don't get ahead of it, you're going to fail. We already know that most of the buyer's journey occurs without talking to sales. We know that reps only spend about 35% of their time selling. It's time to up the forecast with better data. A good forecast is going to take into account a lot more areas of data. And that's going to be data from the CRM. That's going to be data from the territories. That's going to be data on your quotas. That's going to be data on your actual sales team. Where are they on the ramping period? How many years of experience do they have? It's even going to be data on turnover, projected turnover. You can now project turnover. I look forward to sharing more of this information April 21st and 22nd. I recommend everybody register for free using Social21 as a code, and you can hit this URL as well if you're looking to where to go. Thank you very much.